Good morning, good morning, good morning. Got my green on, y'all. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you guys doing this amazing Tuesday morning? Okay, so we are snowed in here. So we don't have that much snow. We have about 4 or 5 inches of snow currently. It's supposed to snow all day until I think they said till noon. It's supposed to snow all day till noon. So we have a winter weather advisory, but everything is fine. So I say that to say to prepare you just in case the internet sputters a little bit. I'm just saying that may be because of the weather. So how's the weather where you are and how's everybody doing? Let's check and see who's in the room. Good morning, Linda. Good morning. Linda is blessed. Yes, yes, yes. Good morning, Janae. Good morning, Miss Lois. Miss Lois, I got my cans on. Good morning, Bernita. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, Betty Rose. Betty Rose is blessed. Crystal's blessed. Naomi, good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, Miss Deltra. She says she is blessed. Good morning, Sandra. Good morning. Good morning, cousin. Cousin says she is blessed. Thank you so much, Linda. Thank you. Good morning, ladies. We are blessed, blessed, blessed. Yes, yes, yes. Right, Michelle? Yes, yes, yes. 87 is sunny. Whew. It is cold here. It is cold. Let me see if I can see the weather on here. It is cold. No. It is cold. Cold, cold, cold. My toes are cold. It's cold. Snowfall warning up here as well. See? That's because it's the Canadians, the Canada. And Canada is cold a lot. Good morning, LaShawn. Good morning, hot and sunny. So it must be nice to be y'all today because we are in the cold, right, Michelle? We are in the cold and in the snow. But the great thing is that we are staying in the house. Everything can happen in the house. I took my packages to the post office yesterday because I expected snow and I don't drive in snow. So I was a little prepared. So I'm ready. I'm ready to be home, creating content, doing all the things, doing all of the things. All right, everybody. So I want to know. Good morning, Brooklyn and Blue. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Is your name Brooklyn or Blue? Welcome, welcome, welcome. We appreciate you coming in today. So I have the challenge, you guys, that we are going to be doing for 30 days. 30 days. I got this off of Pinterest and I said, you know what? I'm going to try it. Some Florida sun here. Okay. My son's middle names. Oh, okay. So what's your name? So I can call you by your name. 30 days of Instagram post ideas. If you are feeling stuck, if you are feeling like you don't know what to post, if you're feeling like I already posted that, I don't know what else to post. I have 30 days of content ideas. This is not of my own. This is like I said, I got this from off of Pinterest. I got it from off of Pinterest, and I am going to do the challenge with everybody that is in the Facebook group. So if you have not yet joined the private Facebook group, please join the private Facebook group. That is where we'll be doing the challenge. Day 1 will be going up at 10 a.m., but I'm going to tell you guys here with me for Coffee with Nikki. And so you'll know ahead, ahead of time. Okay. Ooh. Got it. All right. So how many people would like to join in on the content challenge? The 30-day content challenge. I'm not saying you got to post 3 to 5 times a day, but you should. But I'm saying you only have to post one time of the content. Good morning, Latanya. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Only one time. So if you want to take part of this challenge, put a 1 in the chat. Thank you. I got these from Push Classics Collections. Good morning, Michi. Good morning. Put a 1 in the chat if you would like to join the social media challenge. Okay? Put some ones. Okay? Okay? Yes. Yes, yes, and yes. Okay, so if you have not yet joined the private Facebook group, it is under Bubble Babes, Babez, University, not the public one, where you'll be able to see, the public one is where I have you know, when we go live in the morning or when we do our shows. The private one is where we have challenges and there's more information that's not open to the public. So request to join and you could get started. The challenge is actually going up for day 1 in the Facebook group at 10 a.m. So if you're ready, I'm going to tell you beforehand, so you could do it beforehand if you want, but you really shouldn't because you're going to be on with me. So you should kind of wait until after and then post your content. But today's post, all right, so we got a lot of ones in the chat. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, so you can use your insights to see what's the best time for you to post it, or you can just play around with the times. But remember, when I said you play around with the times, make sure that you write it down. If it's outside of the insight numbers that they give you, write the time down and see if you get engagement at that particular time, because then that may be, you know, you haven't tried it, so it's only going to give you when you post, right? So try it out and see, maybe it'll work for you. Maybe you'll be pleasantly surprised at if you posted at 11 o'clock as opposed to posting at 3 o'clock. Maybe that will work out better for you. But we're going to do day 1 is post an inspirational quote. Post an inspirational quote. You can make this as a reel. You can make this as a post. I did it as a reel because according to the Instagram universe, right, they say that reels get more attention, right? If there's more eyes on your reels. So I opted to do my inspirational quote as a reel, and you can simply and easily do that over in Canva. You can look up, thank you so much, Miss Lloyd. Yes, everybody, hit the like button. I mean, hit the thumbs up button. Hit the thumbs up button. You can go into Canva and you can go to video and you can look up tweet posts, and you can make the post as if it was a tweet, and you just have to, you know, change the information there and put your quote. But make sure it's something that is going to be inspirational to your customers, or something that's going to be motivational. So you know what I'm saying? Like, make it something that, like, don't just come out of nowhere if it doesn't match your brand, right? Try to find something that's going to match your brand. I did an inspirational quote about preparation because this week is all about preparation on Bubble Babes University. But on my other business page, I'm going to be writing a quote about skin. So skin and makeup, that is going to be the quote that I post in my other page. And I'm also going to be using that. I'm going to do that as a reel as well. And I'm looking for a trending sound. I used my life because when I clicked on the reels at the bottom, it said it was one of the trending sounds. It kind of fit with what I was doing, so that's why I use that sound. But try to use a trending audio, because if you use a trending audio, it'll populate with, you know, anybody else that is using those sounds, and so you'll get more engagement on your posts. So does everybody understand? We got one is post an inspirational quote. You can do it as a post with a picture, or you can do it as a reel. And I just gave you a suggestion on how you can do it with a reel. You can go into Canva and do a tweet post, or it doesn't even have to be a tweet post. It could just be, you know, you can have some kind of video in the background, and then you can have your words coming up. Or you can even say it yourself and have your captions on Instagram, have the captions record what you're saying, and then do it that way, the same way I did the affirmation post yesterday. So day one, we are doing inspirational quotes. Put one inspirational quote. Okay. So that is today. And I'm going to check it off. You guys will get your, as long as you're here with Coffee with Nikki, you'll get your, the next assignment, or not the next assignment, but the next post subject, you'll get that early in the morning before everybody else. Everybody else is going to get it at 10 a.m. So you guys will get it an hour beforehand, right? So that is what we got going on for today. The challenge, I want everybody to commit. Please, you got to commit to something, right? If you're going to, you want to do it because you need engagement. We all need to just boost everything that's going on our social media. We need to boost that engagement. So this is a perfect opportunity for you to join in on a challenge and for you to do it as soon as you, good morning, Scented Hibiscus. As soon as you join, as soon as you post the challenge, I want you to go in Facebook and I want you to say you're done and put your link there so that people can see your posts, right? And we can go and we can like it, right? And we can comment on it. Engagement. right? Yes, yes, and yes, everybody. Yes, yes, and yes. Put yes, yes, and yes in the chat if you agree. Let me know. Let me know. And I got a little tidbit. I bet y'all didn't know this. Did y'all know that today is one of the most productive days? They said Tuesday is the day that you are most productive. Did you know that? I didn't know that. I was looking up some preparation quotes and productivity quotes, and today is the day. Today is the day. So I expect everybody to get a whole lot of ish done today, right? I expect you to get a lot done. Me neither. Who knew? Who knew? Right? I guess because Monday you getting over your weekend, right? So you still adjusting. And then Tuesday you should be in the swing of things. Wednesday you're midweek and you're like, okay, it's hump day. Now we gotta get over the hump. Thursday you preparing for Friday, so you almost halfway checked out if you're working a 9 to 5. And on Friday you ready for the weekend. So if we look at it in that way, then Tuesday looks like a good day to be, the legit day to be the most productive. What do you think? Do you think that in the chat? Let me know in the chat if that's what you think. Let me tell you something. I was like, whoa, okay. I wrote it down just so I could tell you guys, because today is Tuesday and we got a lot of stuff to do. We got a lot of stuff to do today. This is preparation week. We got a lot of preparation. We got a lot of preparation, right? We have goals, we have dreams, we have ideas, and we need to prepare for the success of it. We need to prepare for open our hands and get ready to grab it, right? We need to be ready for these things. The things we ask for, we need to be prepared for, right? Because you don't want to miss the opportunity because you are not prepared. I feel more motivated today, so it makes sense. Okay. All right. So now y'all can tell that could be a tidbit that y'all share with people. That could be a tidbit that y'all share. This is something that I did not know. Right. And so today I'm going to start with the quote from Colin Powell. There are no secrets to success. It is the result of preparation, hard work, and learning from failures. This is the quote that I posted in my quote of the day. Right? Is it a quote? Inspirational quote. That is what I posted today. Right? There are no secrets to success. It's the result of preparation, hard work, and learning from failures. That's from Colin Powell. If you want to take not take a screenshot, if you want to post it somewhere where you're going to see this, you need to know that it's going to be is a result of all of these things, right? I'm going to share a story with you guys, and it could be looked at as a failure, but it was a lesson learned, so it's not exactly a failure, right? So let's start with myself. I had a storefront, right? And I've had the storefront since 2015 to 19, right? So I had the storefront for about 4 years. Everything was going good. I was able to, the storefront actually kept the business growing. Like that took care of, my overhead and the business that was coming in, took care of that. My online sales was separate, and that was fine because the foot traffic that came in was worth it for me to have the store, right? And so it took care of the overhead. So what happened was COVID hit. When COVID hit, I wasn't prepared. I didn't have a plan if something didn't work out, right? I did, right? We get so caught up in the busyness of everything. We get so caught up in the hustle and bustle of all the things that we want to do, or trying to get this product out, or trying to get this launch out, or just doing, that we don't really take the time to set everything up to prepare, right? Because what if traffic doesn't come in the way that it has been coming in, right? And just because it was going on for 4 years doesn't mean that it was going to consistently go on. Was I able to maintain is something that I should have thought of. Was I going to be able to maintain this business if the foot traffic doesn't come in the way it was? Yes, I would have been able to, because the online sales were doing well too, but that was money that was funneling back into the business. You see what I'm saying? Like you have to put your money back into your stuff. You know, your revenue comes in and it goes right back into the business, right? And so I had to make sure that I was funneling that in. Again, I'm taking care of two places at one time, right? And so when that stopped, I was like, okay, so now what do I do? I didn't have a plan of action if something should happen that, you know, foot traffic, and not even slow down, because if it slowed down, I was able to manage still, right? But if it completely stopped, COVID happened, and I had a Bath and Body store. I had to completely close down everything. I couldn't have people come in because people come in to pick up products. People come in to try products, you know, smelling, sniffing, touching. They're doing all of the things. And then, you know, you couldn't do that during COVID because you didn't know what was going on. You didn't know how things was, you know, how things were being transmitted through people, right? And so them touching, even though they had on a mask, how would you be able to sniff with a mask? So I was like, you know what, we have to completely shut down. And then completely shutting down, I didn't think, okay, well, what am I going to do? How do I manage? So what I had to kind of make a decision that I had to close down my online. I had to make the decision to close down my storefront. Was it something that I wanted to do? No. I enjoyed being able to have my home, and my store, right? I was able to separate it, right? Instead of having everything, like I'm looking at everything all day, there was some separation, right? So it was a hard decision for me to let go of the store. Not only was it a separate space, but I was able to be more productive. I was able to be more productive. I had more space. I had an assistant. I had people coming in to help me work. I had help, right? And so it was harder to just bring all that stuff back home, right? It was harder for me to do it. I had to figure out where I was sticking. I had huge furniture. I had store furniture. I had the whole kitchen front, you know, I had all the stuff from the kitchen. I had tables, refrigerators, shelving units. I had all kinds of stuff in my kitchen. And I had to figure out, plus the big containers of ingredients and all that. I had to bring all of that stuff back home because I wasn't going to be able to stay afloat without the foot traffic, right? Without struggling, because who knew when it was going to be lifted, right? I was doing fine with the pandemic for the first month or so. First couple of months I was fine, right? Because I'm still getting work in, orders still going out. It'll pick up, and then I'm like, it's not changing, right? It's just actually everything got worse. So I had to stop and figure out where am I sticking all the furniture. I had some beautiful furniture that antique furniture. I had gorgeous furniture. I had to sell it because I had nowhere to put it. I saved the things that I could and put it in storage, but the rest of the stuff I sold it off. And I'm like, okay, so now I had to bring everything back home. I was not prepared. And so we need to be prepared for the things that may happen. And we also need to be prepared for the things that we say that we want. If we know that we want to be in stores and we want to be wholesale and we want to do wholesale, we want to offer wholesale, then we need to make sure that our business is in order, right? If we want to sell candles, we need to be prepared for that, right? We need to make sure that we have insurance. We need to make sure that everything is in order for us to have a candle business, right? For all the things that we say that we want to be hugely successful. We want to have franchises. We want to do all the things. And if we want to do all these things, we need to start preparing for that. And preparation don't take place in the future. Preparation takes place now, right? So if we want those things in this time, this moment, in this very moment, it is time for us to sit down, take a step back, and start putting the things down on a piece of paper. Everybody put, we need to plan. We need to plan. You want to succeed? You need to plan. You want to do wholesale? You need to prepare. You don't have the contracts, you need to get the contracts. You don't know what to say, you need to get that. You want employees, then you need to get your NDAs together. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to get these things together now so that when in the future, you're not trying to run around with your head cut off, trying to fix this, trying to make things happen, right? Because the time to prepare is now. not in the future. Yes, we could get it together. Yeah, of course, right? We'll figure it out. We could figure it out, but at what cost? Right? We could figure that out, but what at what cost to us, or at what cost to our business, right? There's I have of not she's not a friend, but she's a friend in my head, but she's a business owner, and she made these amazing um shea butters, and the tops and everything was beautiful, right? So she had her business going, and so she caught a whole like media blitz, right? So she was on the news, and then all of a sudden she was everywhere, right? But she wasn't prepared for that success. Yes, that success was amazing, right? Anybody will want that, right? But she wasn't prepared for the business that was going to be coming in with that. Right? She wasn't prepared. And so what happened was she ended up having to shut her business down, not operate at all. And she had to make sure she sent out the orders and kept up with the orders, and COVID hit. And so they were behind because people were not dropping, but you know what I'm saying? Like left and right, they couldn't come in. Maybe they were sick. Maybe they were this. Maybe they didn't want to be in that space, right? It was a confined space. Maybe they didn't want to be in the space. And so she had to legit try to take care of all those orders on her own, right? And that opportunity was an amazing opportunity, but she was not prepared for how to churn these things out. Everything she had was handmade, right? She had beautiful tops and things like that. All of those things required time. It required expertise, right? It required for whoever to do it to make it look the way she had initially, the way she initially planned out for it to look. They had to make it the same way because people were expecting a product to look a certain way, and they were not going to accept anything less than perfect, right? And so nobody wants to hear about your excuses about how you don't have the staff to fulfill these orders, right? They want these orders fulfilled. So I am saying to you guys, whatever it is that you say that you want, you need to prepare for the success of the thing. Yes, yes, and yes, we need to prepare for the success of the thing. And let me see if I missed anything in the chat. Yes, we need to plan. Good morning, Denise. Y'all. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Kay. Good morning. I took all my samples off the shelves once I reopened. People were hot with me. Yeah, I get it. I get it. Because what are you supposed like? I can't have you like if somebody touches it, what are you supposed to do? Wipe it down with alcohol? Like it kind of like for us, we are a touch and smell. We are that in that business, right? And so how were we supposed to survive in that particular environment, right? In that climate, we couldn't, right? And so I was able to thrive online, but the in person had to go. It had to go. I had to eliminate something. And so I want you guys to look at it and make sure that you're prepared for the opportunities that you say that you want. You have to be prepared for the opportunities, right? You don't see it right now. You don't see a way right now. It's okay. Be ready. Get in alignment with the thing because the thing will work towards you as long as you get in alignment with the thing that you want. Right? We all want different things. Everybody's goal is not to have a store. Everybody's goal is not to do wholesale. Everybody's goal is not to do franchising. Everybody's goal is not to do, certain things, right? Some people just are happy with just having a successful Etsy store or successful, you know what I'm saying? Like some people are just happy with those things. And so we all want different things. But the main thing that's still consistent, still constant is that we are prepared for the thing, for the success that we want to have. Right? So we need to plan and we need to be prepared. Good morning, Kara. I wasn't able to make 2 days in a row. Yes, you are, girl. Facts, I was not ready. See? Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Kara. I remember her. I think she was on today's show. Yep. And she missed out on a good opportunity. It was an amazing opportunity. A lot of you guys say you want to go viral. Are you prepared for virility? Are you prepared for that thing to go viral and orders to start coming in? Just because you go viral don't necessarily equal to sales, right? It just may equal to attention, and that's fine too. But you got to be prepared. Where are you going to send these people? What are you going to do with that, right? We have DC, who is of Charisma's Candle Bakery, and she does the food candles and the food wax melts and the scoopable waxes and things like that. And she also says when you go viral, you have to be prepared, right? Because you got to have a place to send these people, right? She was getting a lot of eyes on her, but that doesn't mean that everybody who came because of that video was going to stay, right? But those people who did want to stay, she had to have a plan. She couldn't say, oh, okay, I'm going to post this video and now it's viral and I'm not going to post again for another month or so, right? You can't, because people are looking to see, okay, what's next? Okay, what's next? They're going to go through your stuff. They're going to check, but you got to be prepared. You got to be prepared. Where you're sending these people? What are these people doing? Are they signing up for an email list? Are they buying a thing? Where are they going? Are they following you on a social media channel? Where do you want people to go and what do you want them to do? And so you got to make sure that you are prepared. Yes, be prepared. Be prepared for the thing. Um, when those orders came in fast and so many, I freaked out and got anxiety. It was too much, and people that said they would help vanished. Absolutely, absolutely. Um, Especially during the C word. I done said it already, but I don't want them to flag me or whatever. But even during the C word, right? People were loving not being at work, right? They were loving being at home, but then they were also fearful about being out in the street, right? And so you can't blame anybody for that, because they're looking at their well-being, right? So you couldn't blame anybody for it, but then it's like, but I need you. I get it, but I need you. You know what I'm saying? And so it's like, you got to weigh the options. What am I going to do? How am I going to do this? So in times of something like this ever happening again, how can I make up for that? Right? How can I make up for that? And that's the same thing I said to Tina. I said, I no longer want a storefront. I now want a production space. I now want a warehouse. That's what I now want, right? My dad's worked in with the messengers and dispatch and all of that for so long. I'm like, he can run my shipping department. My brother's the same way. He has all the experience with shipping and everything else, as long as I could, because he get paid really well. So as long as I could pay what he's already getting, then I know that my shipping department is going to be taken care of. I know that I can hire my mom, because I know these people are going to work right? I could hire my mom, and I know my mom would be great for the office, and I could get my assistant back because she was amazing, and have her running the office as well. And I can't wait for that. And this is something that I need to be prepared for. I need to be prepared for all of the contracts and all of the things. Now I need to prepare for employees, because I got to pay these people. You got to pay them, right? And so now you got to think about insurance. Now you got to think about, there's a lot of things that you got to think about. There's a lot of things that go into things that we just think, oh, that looks good for somebody else. We don't think about the back end. We're not thinking about what it takes to actually run that store. We're not thinking about all the weekends that we no longer have, because we got to be present in the storefront. And let's say you have somebody who called out, and you still got to work their shift, and you still got to work after that. You don't have, you got to think about those things. Those things people don't think about. They just think about the store, and it looks so beautiful and shiny, and it's so amazing. But there is some things that come with it. There's a lot of sacrifice that come with you having a storefront. Right? It's a lot of sacrifice. So I decided that I now just want a production space, and then maybe I will open it up to do like sample sales, but I'm not going to have it open as a store Monday through Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Or Monday through Saturday. I'm not going to do that anymore, because it doesn't allow for you to go on vacation. It doesn't allow for you to have time to yourself. It doesn't allow time for you to get your business stuff in order, because you're just always concerned about moving and going and talking to people and entertaining people and trying to make sure that, everybody have a good experience. It doesn't allow for you to really do everything, and it's a little taxing on you, on your body and on your mind. So now it's going to be a little different, right? But right now it's all about preparing for that thing, right? So make sure that you guys think about what you want and think about, okay, so but what if this happens, right? Get That's not to say that it will happen, but you're just making a plan just in case something may happen. And I know people say, well, you don't need a plan, you shouldn't have a plan B because you got to make plan A work. But how can you make plan A work when there's circumstances that cannot be avoided? Right? So you need to be prepared. How could you do that? If there's no traffic coming in, how would you be able to supplement the money so that you can pay the bills, so keep, keep the lights on, keep everything going? Like, what could you do? So that is what I wanted to share with you today. I wanted to share my story and the things that happened to me during the C word. but but I did pivot. I was able to pivot. I was able to put most of the left of the left, whatever was left over of the furniture in the garage, and I was able to come back in the house. Initially, that's where I started, and then I went to the storefront. But I had to pivot. Oh, that's the thing. I had to pivot and I had to make things work, right? And so now it's working, it's operational, and it's fine, but it's about to get stepped up to another level, and I am prepared for the next level, and I want you guys to be prepared for it as well, right? So the things that you say that you want, make sure that we have some kind of a plan that if this should happen, let's say this video gets 6 million views, what am I going to do if this video gets 6 million views, right? What am I going to do if my story is picked up on the news? What am I going to do? Do I need to hire people? What do I need to do? Like, you just need to make sure that you have some kind of plan and action, right? Me too. I want a warehouse also. Yes, yes, yes. I love the warehouse life. I'm telling you, me too. Absolutely. Absolutely. I just want a warehouse. I say this all the time. I cried a ton of tears throughout these years. It's not for the weak. Not at all. Right? Not at all. Good morning, Lakeisha Keisha. She says she blessed. Yes, yes, yes. You should always have a plan B, even a plan C, no matter what's going on with plan A. Right. And so I agree. As far as, making sure everything is concerned, I definitely agree with that. I do. I went viral on TikTok. It was good at first. My phone was hot. It kept lighting up. It's a lot of work. I was not prepared. After orders died down, I had no desire to do anything. It was a mess. Yes. Yes, you got to figure it out, right? We got to figure it out. We are doing something that a lot of the times we're looking at things and we don't have anybody to look at and say, this is what they did, right? Fortunately for me, I did have my aunt, and my aunt helped me a lot with getting my business out, right? So I did have help. And I also worked with a makeup brand before I initially put my stuff out. So I knew what I needed to do to promote my stuff. I knew who I needed to contact to promote my stuff. So I did have some experience. But when things just start happening, you kind of like, you don't have anybody to talk to, because at different points of time things just change. You know what I'm saying? Like, social media has changed from when I started my business, right? The way we market now has changed, right? Because now, beforehand, when I started marketing, everybody was like influencers. That's over 13 years ago. People were saying, influencers were the thing. Everybody was listening to them. They said a product was hot, everybody went and got that product, right? Influencer marketing still helps. It helps, but it's not as it was before. Before, it used to be like, oh, she said to get this, I'm getting it, right? Sometimes now you have people who have a lot of influence. They may have millions of followers and they do something on your stuff, and maybe you'll get some sales that trickle in, right? Because maybe people don't believe them. Maybe people just, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes it just doesn't work, right? And so now things have changed, but while things change, you also have to pivot. And sometimes, the things that you do, that the things that you are doing is trial and error, right? You don't know if they're going to work. You're going to try it and see, right? I didn't know, when influencer marketing died down, I had to be like, okay, so now what do I do? Right? I'm not working with certain people anymore because it's not working anymore. So now I got to pivot, and now I got to try something else. Then social media is all over the place, and now so you like, what do I have to do here? Where do I post here? How many times do I post? What do I got to say when I post? What do I, what's the trending sounds? What's the this? How do I get in front of my customer? It's so many things that goes through your head that you got to just try to experiment with and try to see if it works, because everything does not work, right? It's something that worked for somebody else may not work for you, right? I have a friend, she puts her products on sale. I can't consistently put my stuff up on sale, right? The only way I can consistently put my products up on sale is if I'll overprice them, so then when I do put them on sale, they are kind of like the price that I'm asking for. You know what I'm saying? So things that work for other people cannot work for you, right? Her cost of goods are different. She doesn't make her stuff. She imports her stuff. So her cost is different than my cost, right? She has a staff. I sometimes I'm single working on my own, right? And so you have to make sure that you got to do what works for you. Everything is not going to work for everybody, but you do have to pivot, and you have to figure out what is going to work. Snapchat. Snapchat was popular. Snapchat was doing a good job. Now Snapchat is dead, right? So now people are on TikTok. Now people are on Instagram. Now they say Facebook could be dead, right? If you invested all this time and energy into Facebook ads, and now your Facebook ads is no longer working, now what do? We gotta pivot. We gotta figure it out. We have to do trial and error and see what's going to work for us, right? And we got to do more of what works for us until it doesn't work anymore. And then it's like, okay, so now it's on to the next. But we can't sit there and say, well, it didn't work, and I just don't know what to do anymore. I just don't have a plan now because this doesn't work. No, you got to think on your toes, and you got to figure it out. We have to figure it out. I'm not feeling it today. Just broke down in tears. I don't know, just frustrated. Oh no, this is the time. It's 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 the time. Right? But this is the time when you are frustrated. You got to remember, when you feel like you just are overwhelmed and you just can't take it anymore, you must be close enough to your breakthrough. Right? You got to be close to your breakthrough. If you feel like this is a lot, how am I going to do this? What am I going to do? What's my next, like, I just can't do it anymore. I'm doing everything. I'm doing all the things. I'm posting. I'm here. I'm there. I'm doing all the things. What am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? And it may not even be what you're doing wrong. It just may be like your moment is about to pop. Right? Your moment might be just on the other side of that breakdown. So when you're in that breakdown, yeah, you need to release that and let that go. But then your moment may be on that other side of that breakdown. You got this. You got everything you need inside of you in order to do the things that you want to do. I know you may think that you don't have the things that you want or the things that you need. And I could tell you for myself, sometimes I don't feel like I have everything that I need, but I know I've been doing this so long. Why am I questioning what my skills are? Why am I questioning what am I capable of? I know what I'm capable of. I know what my skills are. I know what I've done. I know what my experience has showed me, has taught me. I know these things, but I just sometimes get in a moment where you forget all of those things. You forget how dope you are. You forget how special you are. You forget that you have all these skills. You forget that you've helped people. You forget these things, and these things and when you forget those things, it makes it easy for you to go down into that dark place and start crying and start feeling like I just don't know what to do anymore. It's easy to do that. It's so easy. I have my moments almost every single day about that. It's going to get easier, but it's still going to be something that is going to be hard for you, right? Because there's still going to be those moments when that creeps up in there and it's like, girl, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? Right? So we got to get into it. We got to get into it. Oh, cousin saying she want to come on. All right. So I want you to think about that. And I just want you to know we are all going to have our moments. All going to have our moments. And we just got to pray through it. We got to get through it. And remember, you said you got to grow through it, right? So whatever it is that is lacking in this moment, we're going to push past that. and we're gonna do what we need to do to get out of that space and say, what is it that you're trying to show me in this moment, God? What is it that I'm supposed to get from this right here? Because it's got to be something. You're showing me something. Please make it evident. Please make it really clear for me to see that this is what I need in this particular moment, right? So everybody put, come on, cousin, in the chat. Come on, cousin. Come on, cousin.
Hey y'all.
Oh, okay. I was like, I can't hear you. Okay, I can hear
Can
you
you hear
now.
me? Okay. So you don't cry either, Nikki, because you was on the verge of tears. So listen, Kay, at the end of the day,
No
remember,
tears.
no tears, but thugs cry, because I cry all the time. I keep telling you, I'm just as hood as they want to be. My shirt yesterday said I speak fluent hood and Holy Ghost. Okay, so pick your
They
tongue,
go
right?
together.
Pick your tongue. Anyway, Kay, you have to remember why you name your business Push, right? You have to remember every day is not going to be easy. I promise you it's not. We're all going to have our downtimes. We're all going to have our moments to where, we just don't think it's going to work. It's not going to do. At the end of the day, God will give us a time to reset. And this may be your reset time. Go pray, go meditate, go take a walk. I don't know. Drink some water. Whatever's going to help you.
Drink some water.
Drink some water, right? Whatever's going to help you feel better. I'm just saying, I ain't trying to be funny, but for real, like whatever's going to help you feel better, don't, and we can all cry, right? Because crying is cleansing, crying is good. Crying would also help you see your vision more. So at the end of the day, just take the day. If you got to cry all day, cry all day. I promise it's going to be okay. I do it all the time. But just know that it gets better. And that's for all of y'all, not just for Kay. That's for any of y'all that's having doubt. Any of y'all that's worried about tomorrow. You can't worry about tomorrow because today is not over with yet, right? It's just 9:45, right? So we have to do better. We have to know, we're going to get BCMC. We have to know that whatever we're doing is God is purpose filled, right? So regardless if you're at six figures, if you at $6, right? Push it and do the best you can for yourself and your business, right? Don't sit over here. Don't have anxiety so much. I know easier said than done, but it's a better way and it's a better thing to do. So I promise it's going to get better. I'm sending hugs all the way from Atlanta and all this pollen out here on these cars. But I know, right? And I know y'all can't see my eyes because the sun made them dark and shades. But I just want to say that because I felt Kay's spirit, and I know I felt her, right? So that's why I was like, bring me on. So virtual hugs, Kay. I promise it's gonna be okay. And that's not just for Kay, like I said, that's for anybody that is feeling some type of way today, yesterday, or even you think it's gonna be tomorrow. Like I said, tomorrow's not here, and we're not gonna feel tomorrow like we did today. Like when they say you go in church, you're supposed to go in one way and come out another way, right? So today, let today be your day of coming in. It can be in an hour. You coming out, you may get an aha moment. Let today be your day. All right, y'all. I love y'all. It was just quick. Got to go back and slave for the folks.
Yeah.
I'm
Love
on still.
you,
I'm still on. I love you too. Bye.
All right, y'all. Don't we love when trees come in with the good word. We do, we do, we do. We do. Let me see what you guys are saying in the comments. If you are in Atlanta, you need space. There's a warehouse called Salt Box. They let you use the space for small business. They also have staff to help you. Oh, that's dope. That's dope. I live in the mountains. There ain't no boxes up here. Good morning, Toya. Good morning. Did I say good morning to you, Yazzie Faye? The salt box is different in the salt box is in different cities. Check them out if you go viral. They have everything you need to help you out. Got you. Got you, got you, got you. I usually start listening to a YouTube by Eric Thomas, that's right, or gospel playlist and prayer when feeling overwhelmed. Yes, yes, yes. I just love when trees come on, don't we? I said we're gonna have her on every morning. She was like, we can't do every morning. We can't do every morning. I truly appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. We appreciate you too, Kay. You know I love you, girl. You know I love you. And again, when you're feeling this overwhelm, your breakthrough may be just on the other side of that, right? It may just be on the other side of that. And so we have to keep pushing and we have to go because we know that if we stop, we are never going to get there. Right. And if even, we always say that even if you have to pause, you pause, but you don't stop. You don't give up. You just keep going. You got a wonderful thing going. You got a wonderful platform. You just need to keep on going. Just not enough people are seeing you yet, but they're going to get here. A lot of people don't know what you what you got going on right now. Know what you got going on right now, but that's okay, right? That's okay, because you're going to still keep on showing up for Push Classic Collections. Everybody is still going to be showing up for their business, because we have to get it. We have to get it, or we have to get it, right? There is no other options. We are going to do the thing, and we are going to do the work. Even if I'm crying while I'm not crying, but even if we're crying while we're making products, even if we're crying while we're packing orders, even if we're doing that, keep moving, keep on moving. Don't let it stop you. Don't give up. Don't let it stop you. This is testing you, right? The only way you're going to know if you want something is for it to be tested, right? You got to break down to build it back up. You want to build your muscle, you got to break your body down and build it back up, right? Anything you want, you got to break down and build it back up, right? And so it's no different with business. It's no different with business, right? We have to do what we have to do to get through. We have to do what we have to do to keep on moving. As long as your feet are moving forward, you're going to get there. And everybody's going to push you over the finish line. We're going to make sure you get there. We're going to make sure you get there. We're going to make sure you get what you need. Right? And that's the purpose of us having this community, because if somebody is not feeling it in the moment, everybody's not going to be feeling up, motivated, and pumped up every single day. Everybody is not going to be that, right? There's going to be those moments when you are feeling down. There's going to be those moments when you're feeling overwhelmed. There's going to be those moments when everything is due and you're like, where is this coming from? Where is this going, right? How am I going to take care of this? How is this going to get paid? How is this going to happen? What is going to happen here? How am I going to take my kid here? How am I going to do you? There's going to be times when we have those moments, and they happen to all of us. All of us. I am not exempt. I am not exempt. It happens more times than I would like. You know what I'm saying? We all have to still make sure we have people that are going to make sure that we are going to push through, that we are not going to give up because we're trying to do what's best. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I think it's better that you just cut out your small business, or maybe it's just better that you just don't. No, we're going to make sure that what do you need? What do you need? We need to push sales. What do we need to do? Do we need to do a live? Like, what do we need to do? Tell me what we need to do so I can help you get there, right? And that's what we are here for. That's exactly what we're here for, to make sure that we all push through. Push Classic Collections. Y'all go check it out. And we're here to make sure that we all push through, right? Because every day is not going to be a great day. Some days may just be an day, right? But we got to get through. We got to get through, because each day is still a blessing. We still here, right? We still have an opportunity to fix things. We still have an opportunity to do better. We still have an opportunity to change something. We don't like something, we can change it. It ain't happening the way we want to. Now think about what we're going to do, because in these seasons, even Miles Monroe was saying the same thing. In these seasons, this may be like cousin said, this may be your time to reset. This may be your time to rest, so that you can properly plan for the things that you say that you want. You could properly prepare for the success that you want, right? So we just have, sometimes this moment, you may need this moment. You may not even see what you need till you break down. You may not even know that you needed to break down, because you're going to have some clarity. You may not even know. Like I was listening to Miles Monroe, in crisis, that's where you come up with the best ideas. Right? And at times when things just seem like they're out of control and out of order, that is when you get control. That's when you get some insight. That is when you see, oh, I got some clarity. I think I know what I'm going to do. It can't get no worse than this. So I only can move up from here. Right? Things could only get better from here. And so we need to see that. We need to know that, because just because it's chaos in the background doesn't mean that there's no calm in the chaos. Right? I'm going to say that again. Just because we got chaos going on does not mean that there's no calm in the chaos, because that chaos was necessary in order for us to get the clarity to do the thing that we need to do to move forward. Yes. So I want to say, sometimes chaos is not a bad thing. Sometimes breaking down may not be a bad thing, because we are going to get a moment that we need. There's going to be a morsel of light that we are going to get from that chaotic situation or that chaos that's going on right now, there's going to be some clarity in that moment. And we are going to get through that moment. Yes, yes, and yes, everybody. Yes, yes, and yes. Just got on my computer and using my cell phone. Oh, from using my cell phone, the internet was not working, and your shirt is beautiful. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Tina. Thank you. It was necessary. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's all. It's necessary. I always get clearer vision when my back is against the wall. Absolutely, right? You can't help you can't help but get you can't help but get when in that position. You can't help it but get but wait, what? You can't help but get when in that position. I think I know what you're saying. You can't help it but get there if you're in that position, right? Um, and that's absolutely true. It's absolutely true. You may think because a lot of times when you are just everything is going smoothly, you're not thinking of other ways to do things. You're not thinking of ways that things could get better. You're not thinking of great ideas when things are going smoothly, right? Because things are going smoothly. You don't necessarily need to think of anything else because everything is working, right? But then God may have another plan. Like I had a plan for you to do A, B, and C, and you are doing okay doing that, but that's not where I want you to be. I want you to do that even bigger. I want you to do that even better. I want you to get there, and I want you to get there a little faster. Maybe I'm gonna have to stir you up a little bit. Maybe I'm gonna have to give you a little, let me sprinkle a little chaos on you. Let me sprinkle a little issue on you right now so that you can feel like everything is out of control, so that you can rely on me and you can go where I want you to go and do the things that I want you to do, because you are destined for greatness. You are destined for greatness. And that's period, right? That's period. That's what we are, right? But though in those moments, that's when we have the ahas. That's when we have those epiphanies. That's when we have like, oh my gosh, why did I never ever think about that? I knew I was supposed to be doing something like that, but I didn't know I was supposed to be going there. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that this opportunity was about to happen for me. I didn't know that this door was going to open for me. I didn't know that this thing was going to happen for me. All these things are now happening as a result of me breaking down. It happens. It has to happen. It has to happen in order for us to get clear. It has to happen in order for us to get our connection back to God. It has to happen. It has to happen. And I don't care who you call your God. I don't care Allah. God is God, right? Whomever you pray to, hopefully it's up there. Whomever you pray to, you are still going to need those moments of connection. Yes, you still need those moments of connection. And only way you could get those moments of connection is through chaos, it's through the breakdown, it's through the overwhelm, it's through that, right? Because when nobody else is around, God knows if you have other people around you, you're distracted. You're distracted if you have other people around you. God knows I got to break you down where it's just me and you. Me and you need to have a connection. Me and you need to have a talk about where I want you to be, what I want you to do, right? Me and you need to get clear. And so we need to keep that in mind. We need to keep that in mind because God to make sure that there's nobody around you. Nobody. And it's just you and him. Right? It's just you and God. And that is it. Right? And you have nothing. The only thing you can do is talk to God. The only thing you can do is say, help, I need you. Where are you? What, help me. What are we doing here? There's times when that's where you're going to be. And it's okay. It's okay. There is a lesson in it's a lesson in that breakdown, right? It's a lesson in that breakdown. It's calm in the chaos, right? Come on, cousin. Here we go. Father, I come before you today praying for each person on this live. I'm praying strength for the journey and peace of mind. Remind them that you are in the midst of it all. Amen. And absolutely, because you know why? When two or more in the midst of it, God is here. Right? I used to mess that up all the time saying it to Marta Nikki because her dad is a reverend, and I used to mess it up all the time, and she used to always have to fix it, but I know it now. Right? And we are a room filled. We are filled full of people in here. right? So God is in the midst of this. God is blessing you right now. God is blessing your business right now. God is blessing your journey right now. God is blessing your steps right now, right? Your steps are ordered. We already know that. So let's believe it. Let's believe it. God came through for you how many times? How many times? Every single time you made it through, right? How many times have God pushed you through a situation? You know you're going to get through it. Just because you don't see it don't mean that there's no way out, right? So everybody, yes, yes, and yes. Yes, yes, and yes. Yes, everything happens in due season, and this shall pass. Pray, pray, pray. Absolutely. This is the time. This is the time. Amen. I receive this prayer in the name of Jesus. Amen. Absolutely. Amen. 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 Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. More than enough. Amen. All the time. Absolutely. Absolutely. Every single time we made it through. Every single time. Right? That's why I sometimes disappear. I need silence and conversations with Allah. Whether people like it or not. Gotta do what you gotta do for your soul. You gotta do what you gotta do for your spirit. You gotta do what you gotta do for your business, right? Whatever that is, whatever that looks like to you, you gotta do it. And that's okay. It's okay. Because only you can fix it, right? Only you can fix it. Is your name Kawana? Kawana Banks? My name is Kiwana. So yes, 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 yes. All right, you guys. So I hope that you guys, how do you feel about today's live? Today, I had some notes and everything. I actually didn't even look into my notes, but how did you guys feel about today's live? Let me know. Let me know if you got something from it. Let me know if you got some clarity. Let me know if you got some energy from it. Let me know what you got from today's live. Oh, we got the same name. I don't spell mine like yours. I just as QWANA, but yes. Yes. Name twin. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, cousin is welcoming you in. Today was great. A lot of clarity. Yes. 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 And I'm so thankful and I'm so appreciative if you guys coming in every morning with me, spending your morning with me. I know that you don't get your time back. So I really do value and appreciate you spending your time here with me. And I hope that I've done it justice. I hope that you've gotten some value from this. I hope you got some valuable takeaways from this. I hope that you've gotten some energy. I hope God has spoken through me to send a message to you or spoke to cousin and sent the message to you, because when cousin come on with her word, I know it's absolutely for somebody, because she always comes through with it all the time. Even when she like come out of nowhere, she'll send you a prayer. Like she's right on time. She's right on time. She's obedient, and she will send the prayer to you whenever it's in the moment. Whenever it's in the moment, right? And so I appreciate her for always sharing that with me. It also gives me the freedom to feel like I can, whenever I do have the moment to say what I have to say or whatever's on my heart, to express it to you guys. Because again, by me holding it in would be selfish. And if somebody necessarily, if somebody needs it, then who am I to hold it in, right? So I do try my best to share anytime that I have, I feel the energy to share a certain thing or stay on a certain subject. So I hope that, again, I hope that it helps somebody today. Let me see what you guys are saying in the chat. Today was a lot of clarity, made me want to keep pushing. Absolutely, Michi. Love today's lives, very motivating. Thank you so much. I can relate to all of this. I had to take a break and step back and get my stuff together mentally, physically, at home, and with my business. Now I am pacing myself, finding my right groove. All right, I got it. You do an awesome breakdown on everything. Thank you so very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love it because God was all in it. Yes, right? Clarity is what I got today. Awesome. I missed a few lives. But today I made it, and it brings so much clarity. It brings so much clarity. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Jaleesa, right? Oh, wait, no. I think I might be right. It might be Jaleesa. Jaleesa? I think it is. It was everything. I actually feeling the same energy. I had to give a team a pep talk today, and you said the same thing. This was confirmation to me. Got you. I'm so grateful for this. I had to pause my business because my son was diagnosed with autism, and I'm a single mom, and it's been really rough. This has encouraged me to restart. I'm sorry. There's a few moms with autistic children in here. Some single moms. So you may, community community, they may be able to give you some insight on, or you may be able to give them insight on how to push through, and how, some tips and pointers and things like that. So that's also another amazing thing for the community. So thank you everybody. If you have not yet joined the private Facebook group, it is Bubble Babes, BABEZ University on Facebook. We have a 30-day challenge going on. The topic just posted, just 10 o'clock. The topic is inspirational quote. So post on your Instagram an inspirational quote. There's also some guidelines, and not some guidelines, but I put a few rules and things like that, some pointers for you if you don't necessarily know what to say in your captions and things like that. I put it in the post. If you would like to take part of the challenge, just go ahead over there, go to day 1 and do the challenge. Also take a copy, say done, post done, and also put the link to your post on Instagram so that we all can go and like it and comment on it, and so that we can all engage with the post, right? So we can start moving it up in the algorithm. Also, what else do I want to say? Oh, if you're watching the replay, please like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on your notification bell. Hit the notification bell so you can get informed when we do our lives. We go live every morning. Not every morning. We go live Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. because I got my weekends off. 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Every weekday morning, we are here for Coffee with Nikki. If you have not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, y'all subscribe to my YouTube channel because we popping over here. Sign up for the YouTube channel, y'all. And what else? That's all I have to say. March 19th, we are going to have a tax preparation class. And if you've already done your taxes, this is going to prepare you for the following year. If you need help with your taxes, this is going to help you in this moment. And there's going to be the way that you can sort out the categories for your businesses, profit and loss statements. It's going to be amazing. I will keep you guys posted on when we're going to do everything. What else do I have to say? I think that's it. On the 16th, we got a guest that's going to be on, and he's going to show you guys how to have subscriptions on products. If you want to do subscription products or you want to do subscription memberships, you'll be able to do that as well. So we have a representative coming in from sticky.io, and he's going to show you guys how to do that. So thank you guys again so much. I appreciate you. I hope you have an amazing, productive Tuesday, because today is the most productive day of the week. So I hope you guys have an amazing, productive Tuesday. That is it, you guys. Have an amazing day, and I love y'all. See y'all later.